coolest guy in the world.
The coldest?
Coolest. It's the same concept.
Thanks, JB. I really appreciate that compliment that I'm the coolest guy in the world. Oh, sorry.
Don't get too
Cool. Just so everyone knows, right now we're all on, we're live streaming, so if you say anything, don't say anything dumb. So Dustin, thanks for your help again last week. I had the electrical inspection today and passed.
Nice.
It's weird because we hooked up both houses, and he only looked at the guest house. Go over the panel, and there it'll open up the disconnect. He's like, "Looks great." He's like, "You pulled from your other house?" I was like, "Yeah." I wanted to be like, "Do you want to go look at that?" I was like, "No, I'm not going to volunteer that information if he doesn't want it." But he's going around the house with his little meter thing and like tripping the breakers, make sure everything works. He's like, "Oh, this is all like up to Wyoming code. This is great." Or Tucson County code. It's like awesome.
Was it Mike Gressler or Butch?
The Butch.
Butch,
Yeah, I had Mike the first time, and I had Butch. Butch was cool, man. He's
Usually he looks for stuff, but I think it might be because you were like your homeowner. Like he just kind of was like, okay, good to go.
I told him I was a counseling pastor because I heard cause I mentioned something about church, and
Where
he's
does
like,
he go to church? Did he tell you?
yeah, New Hope down in Star Valley.
Oh, okay, he lives down there. Okay.
Yeah, so I told him, I said, yeah, I've met your pastor. I know some people in your church, and then found out he was in the military, and then he's like fought in Iraq.
I think he still thinks he's in the military.
Well, he still is. He's in the Coast Guard or the National Guard Reserves.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes around. Yeah, it's fine, man. It's fine with me, dude. If he acts like that, if he's in the military, he has to get deployed. Man, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with him acting all.
My cousin, who's Air National Guard, never sees combat, but like works on jets and stuff.
Yeah.
He's deployed like every once in a while. Like he hates it. Like literally hates it. Like walk up to him like when they find out that he's in the Air Force. Like, people are like, "Thank you for your service." It's just like, "I'll wait with you." Like if they don't ask him like what he does. He's like, he's got such a pump.
It's cool. He's not like a jerk, but like, yeah, I know. I'm awesome.
Well, he's like, I don't want people to like think he's higher or lower or weaker.
Sure.
Does he try to get that?
Try to get discounts? You can though, dude. If you're military, you get military discounts, right, Kevin?
Yes.
That's why Kevin did it. I want the discounts.
Yeah, you want 10% off? I want discounts too.
One of the electrical inspectors in town is currently in the National Guard in the reserves. He served a different branch in Iraq for a while. Yeah, it's cool. I got to talk to him today. He passed me, which is great.
So you passed electrical?
We just have to do a final inspection, and hopefully everything will be done by Friday or by Thursday, so I can call for a final inspection on Friday, and then everyone can move in on Saturday.
How'd you draw that?
They were there today doing stuff. So I don't know. I'll go back. I go into my Outlook. I'm sure. I think they were just painting because they drywalled everything and sprayed it, and matched the texture in the ceiling. So I think they just have to go through and paint it today, and then they were doing trim work, and then the carpet guy will be there I think tomorrow or Wednesday, and put the carpet down and the linoleum down. So, which I guess he can do after the trim is. I couldn't do that because I'm not a professional, but those guys do. All right, guys, let's open our Bibles to Yellow Bricks so we can start. Just kidding. Where am I? I forgot my iPad connector, so if the iPad dies and you hear me scream, forgot. We are on, I don't know what page you have, 60 maybe, the goal of parenting. As you see there on the PowerPoint screen, JB, we are on section 7, or 8, 7, on the goal of parenting. But before we get there, let's open our Bibles to Proverbs chapter 22. What's up, Brooke? I have your lease in the back.
Don't sign it.
I haven't filled anything out yet.
Oh, I was like, what is
Just kidding.
For my house that I'm moving into.
Yeah, we passed our electrical inspection today, so
Yes.
that was like the final hurdle. And by the grace of God, we overpaid on the house, and I was really nervous that they weren't going to give us the money back because they've been kind of shady. And I called today. I said, "Hey man, did you get our email? Like, we really need this money back." I was like, "Oh, let me talk to the accountant." And then we got an email like an hour later. Yes, we'll refund you this much money, and it's like more than you thought too. So,
Praise God. That's so awesome, man.
and so I was super thankful to the Lord. Proverbs 22, verse 6. I'm just gonna have JB go there and stamp the divots, right? Proverbs 22, verse 6 says this: "Train up a child in the way he should go, and even when he is old, he will not depart from it." That verse has been misused and abused more than probably any other verse in the book of Proverbs, or in the Bible for that matter, on parenting than any other verse. There have been a lot of other verses misused to a greater degree for other theological reasons, but this verse, I think, has been misused and abused more than any verse on parenting and raising kids than any other verse in the Scriptures that deals with parenting. So let me pray. We'll get into our study, and then we'll get to this verse. What does that really mean? You're wondering, Matt, tell me now, and you're going to have to wait. Let's go ahead and pray. Father, we praise you for this incredible day, a great opportunity to gather, to study your word, to study the issues of life, especially in regards to parenting. Oh God, we need help. As a parent myself, I don't know what I'm doing half the time, and I struggle. God, help us to be biblical and faithful in our parenting. May we turn to you and turn to your word at all times as we seek to be faithful. May our goals in parenting, as discussed tonight, not be about ourselves. May it not be about looking good on Instagram, Pinterest, or whatever. May our goals in parenting be about looking good to you, Father, to glorifying you in the way in which we go about seeking to raise our kids to honor and fear you. We pray this in your name. Amen. Speaking of parenting, does everyone know that Andy's pregnant?
Oh, yeah.
So